Harvard researchers studying Japanese centenarians found something remarkable. Every single one of these long-living men and women shared one powerful, ancient breathing habit, a rhythm so natural it can actually retrain the brain for longevity. When this same breathing method was tested on a group of seniors over 60, the results were so surprising that parts of the study were almost kept quiet. The scientists couldn't believe it. This wasn't a small change, it was a biological transformation. Brain scans lit up like glowing city lights. Areas once thought to be inactive suddenly came alive. Inflammation levels dropped by nearly half, 47%. And after just 90 days of practice, the senior cells began acting like those of people 7 years younger. The secret wasn't a pill or a supplement. It was a 5,000-year-old breathing pattern practiced daily by the longest-living people on Earth. And today, I'm going to explain exactly how it works and why it can make such a difference for seniors. But before we get there, let's look at what's happening inside your body right now, especially if you're over 60. Every 7 seconds, a senior somewhere experiences something they rarely mention, a word that slips away mid-conversation, a moment of dizziness when standing up, climbing a few stairs, and feeling the breath fade before the top. These aren't just small annoyances. They're gentle alarms from your body, signaling that something vital, oxygen flow, is slowing down. When oxygen delivery drops, your brain doesn't get enough of a protective protein called BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor. This little molecule keeps your brain cells alive and connected. Without it, key areas of the brain, the memory center and the decision-making center, begin to shrink and dim. It's not only your brain that struggles. Deep inside every cell are tiny engines called mitochondria. They're supposed to turn oxygen into clean energy. But when oxygen use becomes less efficient, they sputter. That means less energy, more inflammation, and faster aging. You start to feel it: stiffness in the morning, fatigue in the afternoon, and that quiet frustration that your body isn't quite the same anymore. Here's what many doctors never explain clearly. Independence doesn't disappear overnight. It fades in moments. The moment you can't open a jar by yourself. The moment you hesitate to climb stairs. The moment you plan your day around your limits instead of your goals. Time isn't just passing. It's slowly taking pieces of your vitality. But the good news is, this doesn't have to continue. Japanese neuroscientists have identified a way to reverse this decline. In 2018, a team at the University of Tsukuba made a groundbreaking discovery. They found that longevity isn't mainly about big lungs or perfect heart strength. It's about how efficiently each cell uses oxygen. And that efficiency isn't locked in your DNA or tied to expensive treatments. It's controlled by something you can do right now, your breathing pattern. Not just any breath, but a rhythm that resets your body's internal wiring. So, seniors over 60, if you're watching this, don't look away now, because this breathing rhythm could change how you age from this point forward. Like this video, if you believe your best years aren't behind you, they're just waiting to be unlocked. And keep watching, because we're about to break down how this simple breathing pattern can help your brain, your energy, and your independence. The science behind this is undeniable. When you breathe in a controlled rhythm, something remarkable happens inside your body. Your vagal tone increases. This refers to the activity of your vagus nerve, the long nerve that connects your brain to your heart, lungs, and digestive system. For seniors, higher vagal tone means better overall balance in your body. Studies show it leads to lower inflammation, more stable heart rhythms, and a stronger immune system. Harvard Medical School researchers even found that rhythmic breathing can increase BDNF. That's the brain's growth protein, by up to 40% in just 8 weeks. That's not theory. That's your brain physically growing new connections, new clarity, and new vitality, even for people over 60. But what's fascinating is how the Japanese approach differs from the way most of us in the West are taught to breathe. Thousands of years ago, they understood something modern neuroscience is only now proving. That breath isn't just oxygen. It's information. It's the language your cells speak. And when you use that language correctly, your body listens. The technique is called the Tanden breath, named after the energy center located about 2 inches below your navel. In Japanese culture, this spot is seen as the seat of life force, the core of balance, vitality, and calm. In modern medical terms, it's your body's gravitational center and the key area for proper diaphragm breathing. Here's the simple Tanden pattern. Inhale for 5 seconds through your nose. Hold for 5 seconds. Exhale for 5 seconds through your mouth. At first glance, it looks simple, but the power lies in why it works. When you inhale for those 5 seconds, you're doing far more than filling your lungs. You're activating your diaphragm, the dome-shaped muscle that moves like a gentle massage for your organs. This motion stimulates your vagus nerve and creates a gentle vacuum that pulls lymphatic fluid through your body. That means natural detoxification, your body cleansing itself without pills or chemicals. Then comes the 5-second pause, and that's where the quiet magic happens. This short hold gives your blood time to fully absorb oxygen and deliver it deep into your cells. It also creates a tiny bit of healthy stress, what scientists call hormetic stress. This is the same principle behind exercise, but on a microscopic level. You're training your body to become smarter and stronger in how it uses oxygen. Finally, the 5-second exhale completes the cycle. This long, steady release activates your parasympathetic system, the body's natural relaxation mode. It lowers cortisol, your stress hormone, and signals to every cell that it's safe to repair and rebuild. In this calm state, your body starts redirecting energy from fight or flight toward healing and regeneration. Damaged proteins are cleared away. Inflammation goes down. Cellular cleanup, what scientists call autophagy, accelerates. Ancient Japanese masters described this as working with prana, or life force. Modern science calls it optimized gas exchange and autonomic regulation. Different language, same truth. It's your body remembering how to heal itself. And here's where it becomes truly life-changing for seniors over 60. This breathing pattern doesn't just calm you, it protects your DNA. Inside each of your cells are tiny caps called telomeres, which shorten as we age. When they shrink too much, cells stop dividing properly, and aging speeds up. But research from the University of California shows that stress reduction techniques, especially controlled breathing, can slow this shortening and even activate an enzyme called telomerase, the one that helps rebuild them. That means this is not just a metaphorical anti-aging trick. It's biological. Your DNA is literally responding to the messages you send through your breath. The Japanese centenarians who inspired this method never worried about scientific terms like BDNF or telomerase. They just breathed this way because their ancestors did, and many lived strong, active lives well into their 90s. Now, modern science can finally explain why it works. This 5-5-5 pattern creates harmony, or what researchers call coherence, between your heart rate, your breathing rhythm, and even your brain waves. This coherence shows up in measurable ways. In EEG scans, more alpha waves, meaning a calmer, more focused brain. In blood tests, lower inflammation levels. In brain imaging, better connectivity between key regions. When you practice this breathing rhythm for just 10 minutes a day, you're not just relaxing, you're giving your body what's essentially a software update. You're rewriting how your cells handle stress, energy, and repair. And here's the real discovery that amazed researchers. This technique is only the first step. It unlocks your body's longevity foundation. It's the master key that opens the door to regeneration. But the Japanese centenarians don't stop there. They combine this breathing with 6 specific body movements, performed in a precise sequence, to amplify the effects by more than 300%. So if you're a senior over 60 and you want to see how to combine this powerful breath with those simple daily motions, keep watching. And if you're learning something valuable here, go ahead and like this video. It helps more seniors discover the no-pill zone and start rebuilding their vitality naturally. Each of these ancient movements was designed to awaken parts of your body that modern life has quietly put to sleep. The same areas where stiffness, poor circulation, and energy loss begin to speed up aging after 60. And here's the exciting part. Tomorrow, I'll reveal exactly what those movements are and why researchers at Harvard University called this ancient method the most efficient longevity protocol ever recorded. Now, these aren't workouts in the gym sense. You won't need to lie on the floor, lift weights, or push yourself. They're simple biomechanical adjustments, small, graceful motions that take less than 12 minutes a day, yet they have the power to reactivate your body's natural repair system. But here's the truth. They only work when your nervous system is properly tuned. And that's why we start with breathing, not next week, not tomorrow, but today. Because every day you wait, your cells stay stuck in what scientists call survival mode. That's the state where your body is defending itself instead of healing itself. And seniors who stay in survival mode too long, they experience faster inflammation, slower memory, and a body that simply doesn't bounce back the way it used to. So this is your gentle wake-up call. Your cells are waiting for you to flip the switch from survival to regeneration. If you've ever wondered how the centenarians of Okinawa live strong, clear-minded, and independent well past 100, this is their secret. They don't wait for motivation. They don't overthink. They simply follow this rhythm every single day and let consistency do what medicine cannot. Because when you repeat the right actions daily, something amazing happens. 5 minutes today becomes 7 years of vitality tomorrow. That's not a saying. It's what long-term studies on oxygen efficiency now confirm. So here's your entry practice, proven safe for seniors over 60. Find a quiet, comfortable spot. Sit upright, spine relaxed but straight. Place one hand gently 2 inches below your navel. This point is called your tanden in Japanese, your body's energy center. Now breathe with intention. Inhale slowly for 5 seconds. Hold for 5 seconds. Exhale gently for 5 seconds. Do this 10 times, morning and evening. That's it. Just a few minutes a day to begin recharging your cells, improving oxygen flow, and calming your entire nervous system. Remember, this isn't a new trick. It's a 5,000-year-old wisdom your body already knows. You're not learning something foreign. You're remembering something your cells have been waiting for. And tomorrow, we take it further. You'll discover how 6 specific longevity movements combine with this breathing to reactivate muscle coordination, joint flexibility, and circulation, creating what Harvard calls total body regeneration. So keep watching, because the real transformation begins in the next part. The Japanese have a saying, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. The same goes for your health. Your extra years of energy, clarity, and confidence begin with your next breath.